Hi guys, it's Spencer. Welcome to Swing Streets. Today I will be reviewing Skyward by Sanderson. So Skyward is a young adult sci-fi novel written by Sanderson. The first book in a series. Currently there's only the first two books out. The third book is coming out this year. Jumping right into what this book is about, we follow our main character Spencer. And kind of the premise of the story is that she is a daughter of a pilot who kind of had a good reputation in their planet, but in one particular battle with an alien species, it seemed that her father turned tail and ran and was labeled as a coward even after his death. So Spencer now is trying to deal with having that sort of reputation in their family, as well as trying to be a pilot because she's always dreamed of becoming one, and she wants to prove to the world that she is not a coward and neither is her father. Jumping right into my thoughts about this book, I love this so much. Even though I don't read a lot of young adult, and even though this is technically young adult, it felt passable as middle grade. There's not a lot of young adult themes in it. It's very easy to read. It's very fast paced. Like the action just never lets up right from the beginning all the way to the end. There's always something going on, but at the same time you never feel lost because the story is pretty linear. There's not a lot of time jumps or POV switches, so it's like very easy to read. In fact, I might recommend this as a good introduction to Sanderson, particularly if you are feeling intimidated by his larger works like Stormlight Archive or Mistborn Trilogy. This is probably my favorite non-Cosmere work of his, and it was just like a really delightful read for many reasons. Number one is the characters. The entire cast of characters is really endearing. I enjoyed learning more about each of them. There's also a little bit of a found family trope going on. Even though for most of the side characters there's not really a ton of character development, just their personalities were really lovable even though they were all very different. For a few main characters, I loved seeing their character development, like how their mind changes and how they shift their perspective on things, especially our main character Spencer, kind of their boss named Cobb. This story felt very similar to Ender's Game. I haven't read the book yet, but I have seen the movie and it has a lot of parallels to it. I also want to add in terms of the characters, the non-human characters in this story particularly, well, those are both spoilers, but the non-humans in this book are so endearing, they're so funny. In fact, the humor in this entire story is really top tier. I really enjoyed the humor in it. There's also sort of an ongoing mystery all throughout this book. I feel like this book just kind of completed the entire formula of what works for me. There's like found family, there's funny characters, there's endearing characters, there's great character development. And I'm honestly really glad because it has been a while since I read sci-fi. In fact, I'm not sure if I've read many sci-fi books. And so coming back into the genre, I'm so glad that this wasn't a letdown. Out of 5 stars, I rated this 4.5 on Storygraph, and that's mainly just because even though I thoroughly enjoyed the story, it did not have like an emotional punch for me. I always look for kind of an emotional punch. Granted, I don't think this story was meant to do that. I think it's almost meant as a lighthearted read. But either way, I really love this story. I really enjoyed it. Very accessible and very easy to read, and it's super fun. Highly recommended. And that is pretty much it. It's a very short review for Skyward. I encourage you to go check it out. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please forget to subscribe so that you can do it later, and have a great day.